Hi guys, thanks for joining me today. This is my first video that I'm doing in the new year, and with that I'm also changing my channel. I am wanting to start out the year fresh, and I have some really great ideas of where I want to go with my channel. If any of you have watched previous videos, I'll let you guys know that I was closing my Etsy store, which I did do. And I want to focus more on budget, beauty, family-friendly tips, tricks, and reviews of products that I find that I think is not only helpful to me and keeping my family on a budget, but things that I think will help you out as well. Today's video, I'm going to be doing a product review. I have been dyeing my hair now for over 20 years. I started when I was 16, and I really wanted to be a redhead because my grandma was a redhead, so I dyed my hair red until I was about 25, 26, and then after that I changed and started dyeing my hair black, and I've been dyeing my hair black now for over 10 years. And for my whole life, I've always had bangs. Like, since I was a toddler, I've always had bangs straight across my forehead. Every time I've tried to change up my hairstyle and get away from the bangs, I always get to a point where I feel uncomfortable, and then I'll cut the bangs back to how they've always been. But I'm really determined this year. I want a new hairstyle, I want a new look, so I'm going to grow out my bangs, grow out my hair, and I'm also changing my hair color. So that's why I have my hair pinned up right now. But for today's product review, I wanted to focus on a product I found at Dollar Tree. They have a hair dye line, and it is called Color Eazy, and it's only $1. They don't have very many shades available, but for $1, I was like, I want to see if this stuff really works, because, you know, hair dyeing products can run, you know, mid-range to somewhat high depending on if you're dyeing your own hair, and if you're going to the salon to have your hair dyed, it can be very expensive. And I myself have only had my hair dyed a few times at the salon, and I really wasn't happy with how they did things. I kind of do my own thing and found what works for me. If you're wanting to start dyeing your own hair, it's really easy, and you can get just as great results doing it yourself as you can from the salon. But I am wanting to go from, I've been dyeing my hair black for over 10 years, and because my skin is changing as I'm getting older, the texture is changing, the coloration is changing, I want to try to lighten up my hair tone to be more complementary to my skin tone. So instead of doing the harsh black that I've been doing, I'm going to kind of step my way down gradually, and I'm going to be dyeing my hair dark brown today. So I don't know what is all in here. Usually when I get a hair dye kit, it comes with the directions, it comes with the colorant, and it comes with the conditioner, and normally a pair of gloves. So we will see. I'm opening it up, and we're going to see what this $1 hair kit comes with. Okay, looks like we have our normal instructions, and it looks like any other instructions that I've seen in other hair dyeing products. I've been doing this for so long, I pretty much know how to do this by now. If you're the first time trying to dye your hair on your own, go ahead and read the instructions. But mostly it's telling you how long you should leave the dye in, or if you have skin allergies, to test in an area to see how your skin reacts to the hair dye before you try it out. For the most part, I've never had any problems with any hair dyeing products that I've used. I normally do Revlon or Garnier Nutrice. My favorite being Garnier Nutrice because they use a lot of fruit botanicals in it, and it has the best smell out of any of the hair dyeing products that I've used has been Garnier Nutrice. It smells wonderful. It leaves your hair really shiny. But we're gonna try this out today. And they do have these little cheapy lunch lady gloves. They have the developer. And I do notice on this bottle, I like that the cap is, you just pop this off to open the developer. A lot of them don't have that feature. You have to actually cut the tip off of the top of the bottle. So that's nice that I don't have to get any scissors out to do that. And then we have the color cream, which we will add to our developer. And it's a nice, easy application. You just take the top off, turn it around, and pop the seal off of the cream, color cream. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Oh, and I want to show you before, like, I have not dyed my hair in months. Like, you can see the grays coming through. I haven't washed my hair in a couple days. That's a tip that I give to those of you that aren't, that don't normally color your own hair. Do not wash your hair for, I would say, 2 days, because you want a lot of oils in your hair. And give your hair, before you do anything, give your hair a brush through to distribute those oils, because coloring your hair, especially if you're coloring your hair blonde, can really suck all the oils out of your hair, and you want it to be protected from damaging your hair any more than what the dye is going to do. So that's one tip I have to those of you who are just dyeing your hair for the first time. Don't wash it before you dye it. All right, so we are going to take our color cream, and cap goes on just like so. And then we are going to add it to our developer. And most of the hair dyeing products, and I've tried several of them over the years, they're all pretty universal in their instructions on what to do. And I like to take my garbage and just put it directly back in the box. And then the next step that you're going to do is you're going to take your developer with the color cream and you're going to shake for about 30 seconds. You want it nice and mixed up so you don't get clumpiness when you apply it to your hair. All right, and after you've mixed that up really good, I'm going to try a trick that I read about, because if you do dye your hair a dark color, I'm not sure with blondes, I've never dyed blonde before, but reds, dark colors, you can get, if you get the dye on your skin, it will stain your skin. So a trick that I have read about is taking petroleum jelly and applying it along your hairline and anywhere that you think that dye may get onto your skin. So I'm going to go around my hairline and around my face and the back of my neck and my ears, and we're going to see if this works or not. Because especially with me not wearing my bangs anymore in the front, now if I get the dye on my skin, especially on my forehead, it's gonna look really stupid. And I'm just going to apply this around. On the tops of my ears. This probably is not gonna feel the best because I hate gloopy feeling stuff. But if I don't have dye all over me at the end of this, I will be happy. I normally don't. Like, I keep a good thing to keep by you when you're doing this after you're done dyeing, putting the dye in your hair, is to get baby wipes or makeup remover wipes. And if you see any spots or flecks of the dye on your skin, just go ahead and take a baby wipe and just rub off as much as you can. Normally, a lot of it comes off in the shower when you go to rinse. And apply it to the back of my neck. And it doesn't feel too bad. I thought it'd feel nastier, you know, because it's petroleum jelly, but it's not that bad. All right, let's turn my hand off. All right, we're gonna put the gloves on and we're gonna start applying. Again. And I'm popping that tip off. And normally I start at the front and just make sweeps towards the back and just get the front done very quickly first. Now, because my hair only has like a couple inches of roots showing, I'm only going to leave the dye in for about 30 minutes. Make sure you get your hairline here where these little fine baby hairs are, just not going too far down onto your forehead. It does have not a very pleasant smell. It doesn't smell like sulfur or ammonia. I believe it's ammonia free, but it's not really strong. It's not overpowering me. It's not making my eyes water, which I have used hair dyeing products before that were just like, whoa, you know, you put it on and as soon as you get it on, you're like, oh God, can I get this off of me now? So it's not unpleasant. It's not terrible. And a lot of that smell is gonna dissipate once I wash this out and I do shampoo through my hair, because your hair opens up for the colorant when you put it on, and it remains open for a period of time for the color to soak in. And then when you're in the shower, any excess color, I normally take shampoo and I will wash with the shampoo until I don't see any color coming out in the suds of the shampoo. And that's how I know that I got all the excess out. And plus, you know, with the colorants, you can really sometimes overdo it where it just looks it looks really unnatural. And I think by washing the colorant out helps to make the hair color look more natural in your hair. So that way you don't have a super strong, dark looking color in your hair. I'm very careful when I put it around my ears, around this area. And I use my finger to just kind of press it in and around, because these are like little trap zones for the colorant where it likes to stick to your skin, and you can get some really funky looking staining on there. Now that I've done the front, I'm going to start working the back. So then I just start going across in the back, and I do a little zigzag in the back, and I just work it through with my fingers. And once I've got the majority of my hair covered, I like to go through with a small tooth comb and then comb it through. Just make sure if you do comb it through, you're not like really pressing down on your scalp, because you don't want to irritate your scalp while you have the colorant on your hair. But so far this isn't, it's not any different than a lot of the dyes that I've used. And I do recommend wearing something that you don't mind getting stained, an old robe, an old towel. I wouldn't recommend wearing a shirt that you have to pull over your head, because most likely, unless it's black, because most likely you're going to get dye on that shirt if you have to pull it over your head. And then to get the back, like the back line of my hair, because we can't see the back of our heads, I normally like gloop some onto my glove, and then I just work it in the back, because I don't want to apply the colorant onto the back of my hairline, because I don't know if it's going to run, you know. And the thickness of this is pretty good. I've used some colorants that are pretty runny, and it'll actually run down the sides of your head and drip. And this is actually a good, thick, creamy consistency. So it's not going to run, it's not going to drip. So that is a positive. So far, the only negative I would have to say is there is a slightly chemical odor to it, but we're putting a chemical in our hair, so. And if anybody's ever had their hair permed, believe me, that smell is much, much worse. Now, I'm just trying to get my roots covered because the hair that has grown out, while it has faded, which I think will work out nicely because it's faded from a dark black to more of a dark brown. I think the dark brown of my roots will match up to what has grown out pretty good. So I'm not going to worry so much about applying it to the hair that I've previously colored. This should, hopefully, I'm wanting it to just kind of seamlessly blend into the hair that has grown out. I'm going to get the back of my head one more time, and we are about out. I would say that if you have longer hair, you will definitely need 2 bottles of this. I have short length hair that just goes right below my jawline. So if you have super thick hair or super long hair, I would definitely recommend buying 2 bottles. Alright, so I have just a little bit left in the bottle, which is fine. I don't need to use all of it. I'm going to take my comb and just do a quick comb through, and then I'm going to wipe my hairline off where I can see that it has gotten under my skin a little bit. But this just helps to get rid of excess cream and to help distribute it more evenly across your hair. And it also helps your hair stay in place, like if you don't want it draped all over your clothes. Alright, so we got that. I'm going to rinse my comb out. And I like to leave all this stuff in my sink so I don't stain my countertop, because hair dye, if you have a light colored countertop, it will stain your countertop. So just be careful with that. I'm going to try to get this to stick to the top of my head. Alright, so we are done with that portion. I'm going to take my gloves off, and I'm going to use a wipe to wipe my hairline, because I can see a couple spots where the dye got onto my hair, or onto my skin. And a lot of this, like when you shampoo, I do think that Vaseline worked pretty good, because I normally have a bigger mess than this, and when I go to wipe it off, it doesn't come off that easy. My ears don't look too bad. but kind of get into the hairline just a little bit. I can't see the back of my neck, but I'm going to go ahead and wipe back there. And as I said, a lot of that, just scrub really good with some soap while you're in the shower, and that will come off. All right, so we're done with the application. I'm going to wait 30 minutes and then I'm going to hop in the shower and rinse all of this out and style my hair and dry it and everything, and you guys can see the finished product. So see you in a little bit. Okay guys, we're back with the results, and as you can see, that is definitely not the dark brown that I was expecting. The box shows this color, and mine is much lighter than that. I was going for a dark brown, hoping that it would blend more seamlessly with the rest of my hair. But as you can see, my roots are more of a caramel color, like I'd say a medium brown with some maybe auburn in it. I mean, it doesn't look terrible, but I am going to have to go over that with a darker color. Of course, I'm going to wait. I don't want to fry my hair. It's recommended, I believe, you wait 4 weeks before. Well, some people say 1 week, but I'm going to wait 4 weeks before I redo it. But I mean, it didn't ruin my hair. It didn't dry it out. You know, it looks shiny, I think. You can let me know if you think it looks shiny, if it looks healthier. But not as shiny as what I've had with Garnier Nutrice. Their hair dyeing products leave your hair looking like super shiny, like Brazilian blowout shiny. But it's not terrible. If you're going for an overall color, this would be fine. I mean, it's only $1 at Dollar Tree. But definitely don't expect it to be true to the color that is shown on the box, because it is way far away from a dark brown. One thing that I forgot to mention, usually these colorant kits come with a tube of conditioner to use after rinsing the dye out. This did not, so you'll have to use your own conditioner. I would use a thick cream conditioner, so that way you don't have a lot of dry split ends. And I used Biolage conditioner for that. And then before drying my hair, I used the Restore and Bonding Complex on my ends, and I used with the blow dryer the Color Eazy. Not only does it protect against the heat, but it gives your hair some volume to it. So if you want to get some extra volume in your hair, this stuff works really good. But overall, out of 5 stars, I'd give this a 3. I mean, value, definitely. $1 to dye your hair, not bad at all. As far as what comes with the kit, it's kind of what I expected. You have to provide your own conditioner. They don't provide it for you. But I'm a little disappointed with the color. The color is definitely not what I was wanting or expecting. But for $1, I can't complain too much. I'll just have to, after I let my hair rest, I'll just have to go over it again with a darker color to match it up with the rest of my hair. So, oh, and the petroleum jelly trick worked really well. You can see I don't have any staining on my ears or on my neck. it worked really nicely, so I definitely recommend doing that. And it was super easy to wash off. It wasn't like, you know, really hard to get off my skin. It came off really easily. But overall, not a terrible product. It's all right, but I probably won't use it again. So leave your comments down below if you think you're going to be trying this out for yourself, if there were any tricks that you liked, and if you'd like to see me do more videos like this, I would love to know. Thanks for joining me today under my new YouTube channel, Budget Beautiful Living. I'm Carrie, and I hope to see you again. If you liked this video, hit the thumbs up, and please subscribe and click the bell for notifications when I post my next video. Bye.